What you're about to see, this video is for my first couple weeks back at school. It's ridiculously long to play for little kids the whole way through. So I'm gonna split it up. We're gonna go through the things that are most important for day one, and we'll do the wet stuff, hand washing, all that later. But parents, if you're curious what the expectations in art class are, here it is. And other teachers, feel free to enjoy. So you guys all know the Smoky Way. This is how you earn beads. What we're gonna do in the next little bit is do a motion that goes with how the Smoky Way trailhead applies to art class, most often or some of the time. And we're gonna do it every day so that we remember what we can possibly be earning a bead for. I'll be on the lookout for who is doing one of these things during art class, and one of you guys will get a bead at the end of class, hopefully. Be nice. Listen with my eyes, ears, and mind. Follow directions. Keep things looking nice. This project is going to be awesome. Your effort is paying off. Do the right thing even when no one is watching. Mistakes mean I tried. I got this. Go team! Come into class respectfully and find your assigned seat. If you know this is your table and this is your seat, then you don't switch with a different seat. You're going to make sure you stay in your exact seat. You can look and see what the class points are on Class Dojo while you wait for Miss Larson. When Miss Larson says, "Hello, my fabulous smoky artist," say, "Hello, Miss Larson." Next, we will do our Smoky Way motions and reminders. Next, we're going to look at the agenda for the day, and it normally looks something like this. We usually have a drawing practice. Sometimes we'll read a book, watch a video tutorial. Then we'll have our work time, clean up, do our Smartest Artist game, and at this point we'll give out class points and any bead earners for the day. When I'm done going over the agenda and the classical music starts, it's time to go ahead and get out your sketchbook. When the music stops, then it's time to share. And even if you don't love yours, you can have a sense of humor and laugh about it. You can share with each other, appreciate what each other has done, and be proud of yourself that you gave it some effort and you practiced. Then we're going to put our sketchbook away. You're going to make sure your pencils and erasers are put away. Guys, remember that erasers have feelings too. They're going to get sad if you stab them. Please keep them nice and beautiful so they can do their job and fulfill their true potential. So leave your erasers in there. When it's time to clean up, everybody's in charge of putting their own sketchbook in here. You can encourage your friends to put their sketchbook away and be the first team ready to go, but please don't rip a sketchbook out of someone's hand. So let them take their own responsibility to put that away. Then you guys can also take your drawing prompts and put them here at the edge. Let's put them at the edge in the back, and then I will come around and grab those for you. When you hear the song Paperback Writer, you are gonna head on over to the bears. Once you get to your assigned bear, you can name your bear if you want. He's gonna be your buddy for the year. You're gonna sit on him, and hopefully it will stay the same. You wanna keep your body in your bear, in your leaf, so that you're not on somebody else's space. You wanna keep your hands to yourself during the story. You want to make sure and listen to me, Miss Larson, as I read you guys the story so that you can learn about whatever it is. Make sure you're not looking around the room, finding things, and giving them to me during the story. It's okay, just leave it where it was. If you're on the back row of bears, you're supposed to sit on the back row of the bear. You're not supposed to sit back here and lean on the wooden doors. Otherwise your bear will feel really bad. Why aren't you sitting on him? He's so sad. After our story is done and we're done doing discussion on our story, you're going to head back to your seat and we're going to watch the video that will show us what we're doing in art class today. When it's time to watch the video, you can turn your chair towards the TV if you want. Definitely turn your body and your face towards the TV, and you're going to pay attention to it like it's the most interesting and amazing art tutorial you've ever seen in your life. No talking during the tutorial, no asking me questions during the tutorial. Try to wait until the end and make sure that you have listened to everything, you know what everything is, and then at the end, if you're not sure, then you raise your hand, wait to be called on, and ask a question. Hopefully, all your teammates will have listened their best too, and then when you're working on something and you forget, you can ask your friends what they remember, and if nobody at your table remembers, then you guys raise your hand and ask me, and I will be happy to help you guys. After that, then when you hear the music, try everything, we're going to go ahead and get our supplies. So what we'll do is do our dance routine, and when it's your table's turn and you get pointed at, then you are going to head over to the lunch line and get your lunch, which is really just your art materials. So you will get your art supplies, and then you can come back and get started. Okay, so when we go through the lunch line, we're going to start on this far end and work our way that way. And sometimes I will be there, maybe handing you out some lunch. Other times you're just going to get it yourself. Sometimes everybody is going to get their own thing. Most often, you guys are going to work as a team. One person will get the paints, one person will get the water, one person will get the paper. You're going to come through here and get everything that you need. And at the end, you're going to put it back there as well. You're going to go through and you're going to go to this side of the lunch line. You're going to get one of this, one of this, one of this, and head back to your seat. Then after our work time is over, your masterpiece is complete. You're going to come back through the lunch line and you're going to put your things away. Let's say for this example, we had scissors and a Sharpie. Our paper, you probably made art on it, so we're not going to return that. You'll either put it in the drying rack or in your class drawer. During cleanup, one person from each table will bring every person's sketchbook from your table. Don't just bring yours, don't just bring two. Make sure to get everyone's sketchbooks up here. You're going to hand it to me, and I will be standing here to put it in your class, which is down here. All right, let's talk about our baskets this year. Our sketchbooks are going to go in here. We're probably going to leave them there, and I might grab them early if I need to. So these buckets are going to stay on your table this year. We're going to keep our stuff in here. We have some crayons, some pencils, and erasers. Crayons you might use at the end of class if you have a free choice period. You can get out your sketchbook and color in your drawing that you drew during your art practice. But these are not going to go on the back counter, they're just going to stay here. If you're working and there's no room for it and it can't fit on a chair, if you don't have an extra chair to put it in, you can put it under the table when you're working. But I want you to leave it on top of the table as long as you possibly can. And if you do have to put it in the floor, then for your cleanup, you need to get it out and put it back on top, because I don't like to crawl on the floor. So thank you for doing that for me. Last but not least, we're going to play our game, Smartest Artist. And when you hear the Waka Waka song, we can do our routine for it. Hopefully you're putting your finishing touches on your cleanup, whatever that may be. And then when we're ready, I'm going to say, and now it's time for, and you guys are going to say, Smartest Artist. But notice, I want some excitement, right? But we're not at a rock concert. We're not outside. So no screaming, but I'm going to call it a whisper yell. But you can do it in that volume that I did. You can do a crazy dance, but you're going to be standing up at your seat with your chair pushed in front of you. Your whole table is nice and clean, and you're going to be looking forward and listening to the question. And if I'm going to ask a question, if you want to answer, raise your hand, and if I call on you, then you're going to give the answer. At the end of art class, we're going to get class points for coming in respectfully, That means coming in nicely, going to your seat, waiting to get started and doing the greeting. So coming in respectfully, listening and following directions, working hard, effort, and cleanup. You're gonna get up to 4 class points is the highest you can get. And once we've got our class points, we finish Smartest Artist, we're gonna come line up when I call your table, and then you can go when your teacher gets here. These are our drawing racks. You'll wait to get instructions for which drawing rack you are gonna use that day. Now your artwork is gonna go in one of 2 places. It could be over here. For half of 2nd grade and 3rd grade, you're gonna find your teacher's name, and your artwork can go on either side of here. Blue is kindergarten, green is 1st grade, and orange is 2nd grade. So just look for your teacher's name and put your art in the cubby. If you need to wash your hands, you can use this sink by pushing down. And there's soap here and paper towels over here. We don't use this middle one because it gets crazy. So you just have to stay in line for one of the 2 sides. If you have worked as hard as you can possibly work, you're done with your artwork, you've cleaned everything up that you can clean up, and there's a little time left, you can ask me, and if I say yes, then you can do free choice. So for free choice, your options are to get a piece of paper, 1 per day. You could grab a how to draw book and try to draw something from there. You could draw from your imagination. You can use the pencils or crayons at your table in your box if those things are available to you. We're gonna try this year and see how it goes. So fingers crossed everybody uses responsibility, and if you like it, we can keep doing it as long as people are using the materials well. So your options for free choice are coloring or getting one of these boxes that has some blocks in it. Take it to your table. If you're the first one done, you've cleaned up all your supplies, you can build something. Then when the 2nd, 3rd, or 4th person finishes, everybody might need to pause for a second to put all the supplies away on the lunch line. Once you've done that and wiped off your table with a wipe, everybody can work together to make something, or you can each make a small thing, but there should be enough to where everybody can do a little, unless you choose to color or draw. Now, at the end of class, all the blocks need to get put away. They don't need to be thrown or used badly in any way. When you're done, put them away and slide them right back in here. Notice they're like this where you can see the handle. If I try to put them in sideways, then they're not gonna fit, and there's only enough room for all of these, so make sure you put it in that way.